What is going on, everybody? Okay, what is going on, everyone? So today we've got a heavier leg session than usual. So we're not going crazy. We're going 80%, 4x4. I do the math in my head. I think we're going 265. Again, these numbers are based off of max I hit 3 years ago, so it's not like this is my max today. But we are training for the U.S. Army fitness test as well. So at the end of the workout, we'll run our 2 miles. But like I said, heavier leg day today. Per usual, I'm only going to record my last set so you guys can see. Technique doesn't change. I will be using my Airwaav mouthpiece. Airwaav, you can look it up, has been shown to increase performance. If you want to get better in the gym, get Airwaav. Helps with sending all the pressure into the mouthpiece versus all the pressure coming to your face, and improves your endurance, your breathing while you're working out. And then Vital Apparel, use code LBFIT for a discount on all clothing items using that code. And the impact belt. So you can look. We're getting into our last squat session here. We have 265 on the bar. Like I said, this is not a current max. This is based on a max from 3 years ago, so it moves really easily. However, my total squat session is taking about 7 minutes because of my mouthpiece. So my endurance is improving. My airway feels open. I'm focusing more on the lift than I am on the strain of trying to focus on my breathing. So this helps a ton with my endurance. And then obviously the belt and the knee sleeve didn't help too. But last set. Here we go. Now we're going to get into some walking lunges. The point with this is to not rest between each step and instead just keep one fluid motion as if you are literally walking while lunging. So I'll show you what this will look like. We got 15 each leg here. So I usually just go start with my left one way and go to my right the other way. What's up, man? Take a step back here. Now we're getting some hamstring curls. So with these, some people like to sit forward, some people like to push themselves back. I personally like to push myself back. Allows me to push a little bit more weight. You get a marginal benefit from leaning forward, but nothing crazy where you should focus on doing that. So we're gonna push out this last set of 12, and then we'll move on to leg extensions after this. I'm doing curls before, since I just did lunges. My quads are burning a little bit. I don't want to hammer one muscle group a bunch without working on the other before. Okay, moving on to leg extensions again, 4x12. Pushed myself a little bit here. My last set, I did 12, and I got maybe 2 to 3 reps within failure. So we're gonna hope that we can get 12 reps here because I still feel pretty good. This is a 30-pound jump though. I'm guessing it's pounds. I don't really know how the weight goes, but we'll see if we can get this for all 12. Notice how my legs are pulling back a little bit toward me down here. That's where you want it. Stretch out these quads as much as possible. But let's see if we get all 12. 4 seconds. Here we go. Yeah. Now on a leg press, we've got about 540 loaded on here. I'm gonna try to push it for 10. I'm gonna show you something that I do. I might limit the range of motion, but it's still a decent range of motion. I'm still getting the depth that I want. So I'll show you what I do to make sure that I get to that depth, but some people may not like it. As I'm getting set up, I have the safety put right above my hand. I come here, get my feet set. That way, you'll see when I come down, I push through my biceps. That way I know I'm getting that range of motion. I'm not going too far and hurting myself. Three more reps. This is fun. Yeah. Easy. One more rep. Okay, moving on to the final exercise today. We've got single leg press. So with this one, if you want to feel more stable during the movement, I'll show you something else that I do other than my normal hand placement where I know where to come down to. But this one I'm pressing more into my shoulder just because it feels more natural that way. But for stability, I tuck my foot underneath the machine. That way I can press harder. I'm going a little bit lighter with this because it's not a movement I do all the time. And it's not something that I care to do all the time. I'd rather just do regular leg press, deadlift, stuff like that. But I know it can help in certain situations, especially with rehab and stuff like that. So I still train it from time to time, especially with my knees having my condition. It's best that I do this exercise every now and then. So I'll show you what I mean by tucking my foot. Very dependent on the machine that you have at your gym. But if it is like this one, a nice little, I think it's just hoist. Tuck your foot, so under this bar right here. Tuck it. That way you're focused only on the pressing movement with the other leg. My left leg feels so much stronger in the movement than my right one, which is not uncommon for me. So, post 2 mile run. Not the time that I wanted. I think I ran it in 20 minutes, 14 seconds, which is about a minute slower than I did on Saturday. Now, over the weekend, I ate a little bit more than I was supposed to, but I'm not going to make any excuses. I didn't run on Sunday. Probably played a factor as well. I was gassed pretty much the entire time. So tomorrow we're going to aim for a better time. It's supposed to be a little bit colder, which I'm not a fan of, but today it was about 70 degrees. I had an opportunity to take advantage of it, and I didn't. So we're going to push to do better tomorrow. But on the bright side, my workout was phenomenal, my lifting portion. So I've always got to take away a positive from every day. Right? If you just focus on negative after negative after negative, it's going to do you no good and you'll never improve. So if you see a negative in your day, you have to find a positive. End every day with a positive, and your life will get inherently better. But in terms of tomorrow we got bench, a little bit heavier day, and then got deadlift on Wednesday. Moving forward, we'll just have to do better. Let's be fit, let's be happy, let's be kind, and keep pushing. Right?